On day 1, I spawned into the Black Forest as an impressive but small robot land shark with 10 hearts. Wow, look at me! Am I a robot? Am I a shark? What's the deal with my whole thing? While I was looking around and getting a sense of setting in myself, an evil scientist approached me.
What you are is my greatest creation. Are you prepared to serve your ultimate purpose, carrying out my every wish and destroying all of my enemies?
What? No, I don't want to do any of that.
Too bad. That's the only reason you exist. To rebel against this purpose would be a fool's errand.
Then I guess I'm a fool, but I'll never be evil, and I'll never work with you.
Ha! Something must be wrong with your programming. A bug in your system. I'll have to exterminate it. You have 100 days to change your mind and come work for me, or I'll take you apart bit by bit myself and put you back together my way.
I don't like the sound of that. I've got to get out of here.
You can run, but you can't hide. I can track you wherever you go. You're my creation!
I ran out of there as fast as my metal fins could carry me. While I was running, I ran right into an armored pillager. Oof, I'm sorry.
Abomination! You must have been created by Dr. Evilson. I'll destroy you and save the overworld from his monstrous plans.
Wait, but he didn't listen and started to attack me. Luckily, I was small enough to dodge and run away from him. So I've got Dr. Evilson to worry about, and the people who think I'm working for him. I'll have to find a way to get strong enough to defeat him before he reprograms me. And I'll need to make some friends who can look past my scary exterior and help me. This is gonna be tough! On day 2, I decided to start building myself some shelter. I'll need a base where I can hide out and stay safe from Dr. Evilson and from more of those armored pillagers. First things first, I'll need some wood. Luckily, I'm in a forest. I walked deeper into the Black Forest where I gathered some wood and some apples too. Snack break! Can robot sharks eat apple? I sure hope so. I ate an apple. Looks like the answer is heck yes! Using the wood, I crafted a wooden pickaxe for myself. Then, I took that pickaxe and started gathering some stone. Phew, that was hard work. But now, I've got enough to make some stone tools. I crafted a stone pickaxe and a stone sword too. Now that I've got some tools, I'd better get started on my base. I'll need somewhere to sleep tonight. I found a perfect spot by the ocean. It gave me a great idea what I wanted my base to be. Can you figure out what I'm building? Just as I was building my base, I saw that armored pillager rushing out at me from behind the trees.
There you are! Die, robot scourge!
I'd really rather not. He attacked, but I countered with my stone sword. It was a pretty tough fight, but after some back and forth, I managed to defeat him. Wow, this has been a really big second day of existing. I'd better get some rest. I finished up building myself a comfortable but modest bedroom and went to bed. On day 3, I ventured out to the desert to search for more materials for my base. Good thing I'm not a real shark. This heat would dry me right out. I was exploring my sandy surroundings when a geomancer rushed at me out of nowhere. Hey, what's the big idea?
The big ideal is you, defying the wishes of Dr. Evilson. I am a big fan of his evil scientific advances, and I don't take kindly to that sort of thing.
Did he build you too?
No, I'm just really into evil science. Why won't you accept your purpose?
I don't want to be evil. I don't want to hurt anyone.
But it's fun. See?
He attacked me, but I dodged his hit. This isn't fun. Leave me alone. He attacked me again, and this time I wasn't able to dodge. He knocked me down. Uh-oh, I'm in real trouble here. A sudden gust of wind knocked the geomancer away from me. It sent him flying out of sight. Wow, what was that? I jumped to my feet, and I saw a wind caller standing in the distance.
That was me, stranger. Are you alright?
I am now. Thank you. I'm Zozo.
My name is Willie. Willie the Wind Collar. I believe I heard you say that you oppose the work of Dr. Evilson?
Yes, he invented me, but I don't want to be evil. I want to stop him from hurting people.
We share a common goal, my friend. Would you like to work together?
No, I'd love to. From day 4 to day 5, I led Willie the Wind Caller back to my base. Oh, I guess you'll need a room to live in here.
That would be ideal. Yes!
Then I'll build you a room right away. I constructed a small cozy room for Willie to live in while he was staying with me. It'll be so nice to have some company here. I was worried I wouldn't make any friends while looking this scary.
I've seen far scarier things in this world than you, Zozo. I promise.
That's unsettling, but also nice to hear. Anyway, you get settled in here. I'm gonna go gather some more supplies. I wandered back out into the forest nearby and started picking up some wood and stone so that I could add on to the base. While I was using my pickaxe to dig up some stone, an armored pillager jumped out from behind a tree and attacked me. Oh no, not another one of you guys!
Oh yes, I know you destroyed my brother, and I've come here to avenge him. You're even more horrifying than he described.
Rude, but we don't have to fight. You can just leave.
Never! Stand and face me, coward!
Okay, I guess. I drew my sword and fought back against the armored pillager. I had a bit more practice this time and was able to defeat him more quickly than his brother. Phew, I'm getting better at this. Oh, hey, looks like he dropped something. I took a closer look and saw that it was a potion of swiftness. Oh, I better take this with me. From day 6 to day 8, I continued gathering supplies for the base. I've got lots of building materials, but I feel like I'm missing something. What else do we need? While I was brainstorming, running the idea through the computer of my brain, I spotted a herd of lost sheep. Hey, do you guys belong to anybody? Do you need somewhere to live? The sheep didn't answer me, they just stared at me, so I took that as an answer. Follow me, sheep! I started to lead the sheep back to my base, but my path was suddenly blocked by Dr. Evilson. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. Have you reconsidered my offer? Will you join me and serve your purpose? My greatest invention?
Nice of you to call me great, but I still don't want to do your bidding.
Sorry to hear that. Guess I'll have to introduce you to my new friend then.
Sure, I love to meet new people. Oh, I get it. Your friend is a weapon, right?
No, well, yes. It's this mace. Come with me, or I'll smash you into scrap metal.
He swung the mace at me, and I dodged and tried to fight back with my sword, but it didn't even leave a scratch. Uh-oh, I'm still not strong enough. I'd better get out of here. Before Dr. Evilson could attack me again, I ran out of there, leading the sheep with me. That was a close call, but at least I got these sheep. Then I built a little pen for them to stay in. From day 9 to day 10, I was feeling pretty down after running away from that fight with Dr. Evilson. I thought I'd be stronger by now, but I can still barely fight. Willie the Windcaller wove words of wisdom.
Sounds like you're having a bit of a confidence crisis.
I am Willie, it's true. I'm not sure what to do to get my spirits back up. Do robots even have spirits? I feel like they have to, because mine is kind of crushed right now.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You've only existed for 9 days. It takes time to reach your full potential.
I guess.
Listen, I've got something that might cheer you up. I've been working on a statue as a gift for you. Come take a look.
Sure, I love statues. I followed Willie and saw a piece of a statue that he had already completed. This is really cool. What's it gonna be?
That's a surprise.
I love surprises too. You really get me. If you think you can guess what the final statue will be, let me know down in the comments.
If you're done breaking the fourth wall, I want to show you some base upgrades I made too. I added a lighthouse tower, but there is more inside.
I followed him and saw a brand new kitchen right by the entrance. I even tested out our new comfy sofas. Upstairs, there was a storage room full of crates filled to the brim with veggies. Then he showed me a training room where I tested my fighting skills. There was even a nice new furnace area. Lastly, we went to the roof and hung out by another sheep pen. Wow, all these upgrades are awesome and super helpful. Thank you for doing all of this.
Hey, don't mention it.
I already did. From day 11 to day 12, I had a very strange dream. I could see Dr. Evilson working in a spooky laboratory, putting the pieces of an invention together. As he did, I realized I recognized it. The invention was me. Or it was me before I was activated and woke up in the Black Forest.
This invention will be my greatest creation. The unstoppable power of a shark, the indestructible strength of a robot, and the ability to navigate all kinds of land. No one will ever stand in my way again. If anyone decides to defy me, or question me, or make jokes about me being a nerd just like they did back in high school, I'll just have my robot assassin take them out. I'll never face consequences for my actions ever again!
Just as he finished building the robot in my dream, I woke up. That was wild. It must be a memory from my, well, computer memory. I was right about that guy. He has nothing but bad intentions. I definitely don't want to help him or any of that. I know I was built to be an assassin, but I want to be someone good instead. I I just hope I can. From day 13 to day 15, I traveled back to the desert. I need to practice my fighting if I'm gonna have any hope of defeating Dr. Evilson. If any bad guys show up, I'll make sure I'm ready. As I was exploring, I spotted that nasty geomancer who attacked me before. I guess Willie wasn't able to get rid of you for good.
You mean that pathetic little breeze? Huh, it takes more than that to keep a geomancer down.
How about a sword? I drew my sword and got ready for battle.
A robot land shark with a sword? Now I've seen everything.
Have you seen me kicking your butt? Cause you're about to. But fighting isn't just about making funny quips. I actually had to put my money where my robot shark mouth was. I charged at the geomancer and slashed him with my sword. This time, I managed to do some damage. Before long, I had won my victory. I did it. That was amazing. Hey, what's that beeping sound? My robotic body was beeping, like it was upgrading, and sure enough, it was! I grew bigger, got stronger, and my hearts increased to 24! Yippee! I cheered and fired a laser! Whoa, I'm a shark with a stinking laser beam on my head! I can't wait to see what happens next on my journey! From day 16 to day 19, I decided it was time to try and upgrade my gear. It's mining time. I yearned for the mine. I followed my heart and my built-in GPS system and located a mining cavern near my base in the Black Forest. I climbed down into the cavern and scoured the dark tunnels for something valuable. I happened upon a rich vein of iron ore. This is perfect. I was just about to start digging it up when I was ambushed by a zombified armored piglin. Yikes! Where did this scary thing come from? It didn't answer me, it just oinked and attacked. I fought back with my sword, but I wasn't able to win until I zapped it with my new laser ability. That did the job. Phew, now that that's done, I'd better get this iron and get out of here before any more monsters show up. I took the iron ore back to my base, smelted it in the furnace, and crafted an iron sword and an iron pickaxe. From day 20 to day 22, I woke up to the sound of Willie the Windcaller running into my room. What's going on?
Zozo, come quickly. Dr. Evilson is outside. I think he's here to attack your base. At least, I can't imagine he has any good intentions.
No, I doubt it. I'll be right there. I ran out of my room and was out to the front of the base where Dr. Evilson was waiting, looking evil and menacing as always. What are you doing here?
What? Doctors can't make house calls anymore?
I'm not sick.
Are you sure about that? Maybe you have a computer virus, and that's why you're ignoring your programming. Let me take a look inside your head, and I can fix you.
There's nothing wrong with me. I just don't want to do what you want. Now get out of here. This is my home, and you weren't invited.
I'll leave if you come with me. Or should I just shut you down and use your parts to make a better robot?
I drew my sword and got ready to fight. I rushed at him and attacked. I dodged easily, so I fired my laser at him and it hit.
Ouch! So I see you can do at least some of what I programmed. I'm going to tend to this burn, but I'll be back, Zozo. You're my invention. Never forget it.
From day 23 to day 26, I was taking a leisurely stroll through the Black Forest near my base when I spotted a book lying on the ground. What's this? Oh, it's an enchantment! Projectile Protection 3! This will protect me from projectile attacks! That's awesome! I'd better take it with me. On my way back to my base with the enchantment, I reminisced about my journey so far. And if you want to see more amazing Zozo videos, make sure to search Zozo and don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, back to my quest to defeat Dr. Evilson! From day 27 to day 31, I returned home to my base to find Willie waiting for me. Hey, what's up?
I added another part to the statue. Would you like to take a look?
Sure. I followed him to the statue and admired the progress he'd made. It's looking good.
Thank you. But it's missing something. I think it could use a dash of daysight.
Oh, now that you say it, I think you're right. I can go get you some. Where is it?
If my memory is correct, you can find it in the Dover Mountains.
With that, I traveled to the Dover Mountains in search of the daysight. There it is. That was easy.
Stop right there. I'm under strict orders to deactivate you and take you apart.
Another armored pillager? It's like there's an infinite supply of you guys.
We are Legion. Now stand down.
I don't have time for this. I fired my laser at the armored pillager and burnt him to a crisp. Now, where was I? From day 32 to day 35, I was gathering the daysight when a conjured slime came oozing toward me. Hey, you're not going to attack me, are you?
Hey, what? No way, pal. I'm Stanley Conjured Slime, and you look like the kind of guy who can get someone out of trouble. My friend's been snatched by a skeleton vanguard. We gotta get her back. And and make sure the sleaze that took her sleeps with the fishes. You get me?
I think so. Where did the fish come in?
Forget about it! You gotta help me or not!
Sure, I'll help. Just tell me where to go, and I'll help save your friend.
Sweet. You're a good guy, you know that? What's your name, pal?
Zozo.
Nice to meet ya. Tell you what, Zozo, you saved my buddy, and I'll owe ya a big favor.
From day 36 to day 39, I followed Stanley the Conjured Slime's directions to a cave near the mountains. It's pretty dark and wet in there, and I can't see too well. How do I know if his kidnapped friend is really in there? That's when I heard a distant voice saying,
Kidnapping sure is fun. I wonder when your little friend will pay the ransom. Not that I'll let you go after he does.
oh, that's how. That sure does sound like an evil skeleton vanguard. I'd better be sneaky so he doesn't spot me before I can get to him. I tiptoed into the cave, hiding behind some rocks where I could get a better look without being caught. I could see a redstone cube locked in a cage toward the back of the cave. I bet that's Stanley's friend. I watched them from a distance, staying out of sight.
Stanley can't afford your ransom, you maniac. He's not one of those slimes that's just rolling in dough. He came from humble beginnings and stayed there. Just let me go and find some other way to make your cash.
Nah, I don't feel like it.
All I could do was hang back and contemplate my next move. He's got a key. If I can get the angle just right, I can shoot my laser at his hand and knock the key onto the ground. Then I can grab it and unlock the cage. From day 40 to day 43, I snuck out from behind the rock and fired my laser at the skeleton vanguard's hand.
Ouch! What was that?
He dropped the key, but he also spotted me.
I don't recall inviting some RoboShark freak to my crib. Get lost.
No can do. Our friend sent me to rescue her. Let the cube go.
Don't wanna, and I don't do anything I don't wanna do.
Well, that's about to change, because I'm pretty sure you don't want to lose a fight, and you're going to anyway.
Tough talk from a metal fish.
I fired another laser at the vanguard skeleton, then I rushed in with my sword and finished the fight before he could get a single hit in. Let's get you out of here. I used the key to unlock the cage, freeing the redstone cube.
Gee, thanks.
I took the redstone cube back to where I left Stanley the Conjured Slime.
You're a gem, Stan. Thanks for sending this guy to save me.
Stan took me aside afterward and made good on his deal.
I owe you one, Zozo. Don't forget a favor.
Well, if you ever have anything that could help me defeat Dr. Evilson, then I'd love to collect on that favor.
You got it, kiddo.
From day 44 to day 49, I said goodbye to Stanley Conjured Slime and his friend the Redstone Cube and traveled back home to my base. Willie, I'm back!
Wonderful. I've awaited your return with bated breath. Did you manage to find the day site?
Sure did. Is this enough?
It's plenty. I'll get to work on the statue right away. Oh, I can't wait for you to see it when it's finished.
Awesome! While he's doing that, I think I'll make some changes to the base. It could use a bit of sprucing up. I decided to construct a wall around the perimeter of the base, making sure it was nice and tall. This will keep us safe in case Dr. Evilson decides to come back and finish what he started last time. It took a lot of hard work, but I managed to construct a sturdy perimeter wall. I wonder how Willie's doing with the statue. I'll go check it out. When I found Willie, he was just finishing adding the day site to the statue. That looks really cool. Is it okay that I still can't tell what it is yet? Is it abstract art?
Yes and no. Yes, it's okay, but no, it's not abstract art. I go for a more realistic style. You'll have to wait and see.
From day 50 to day 53, I was napping on a sofa, but got interrupted by the sound of chaos outside of the base. I rushed to the front entrance to see a whole group of armored pillagers swarming the place. Behind them, Dr. Evilson was barking orders. Hey, I thought you guys hated Dr. Evilson.
Yeah, but we love money, and it turns out Evil Scientist is a gig that pays really well.
You'd really compromise your whole belief system for some money?
Yeah, duh.
Willie the Windcaller rushed outside to see what all the commotion was.
Oh no! Zozo! We're being invaded!
Oh really? I never noticed!
Let me summon some wind to blow these jerks away!
Willie was getting ready to call some wind when all of a sudden one of the armored pillagers snatched him and ran off into the woods. Willie! No! As Dr. Evilson disappeared, the rest of the armored pillagers closed in around me. But I was ready for them! I fought back with my sword and my laser until there were no more armored pillagers left. The victory gave me a huge strength and energy boost. My hearts increased to 50. I grew into a larger robot land shark and gained the ability to warp a short distance. Awesome! I what am I gonna do about Willie? Who knows what awful scientific stuff Dr. Evilson might do? From day 54 to day 57, I spent most of my time repairing all of the damage to the base. I had to patch up the perimeter wall. Those armored pillagers really made a mess, but it all looks like new again. Now, I need to figure out how to save Willie. Wait a second, I remember a certain conjured slime who said he owes me a favor. I traveled back to the Dover Mountains and wandered around until I spotted Stanley Conjured Slime. Hi, Stanley. Can I collect on that favor now?
Hey, Zozo! Sure thing, buddy boy. What kind of favor you need? Got someone who's asking for a pair of cement shoes? I make shoes in my spare time.
That's neat, but no. I need to rescue my friend from Dr. Evilson, and I wanted to get your advice on what I should do next.
Really? That's your favor? Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Word on the street is, Dr. Evilson's got all kinds of high-tech weapons at his place. Guess you know that already. That diamond gear holds up pretty well against it. Pretty good stuff. Get yourself some of that, then mosey on down to the eroded Badlands. That's where the evil lab is.
Thanks, Stanley. From day 58 to day 62, I listened to Stanley Conjured Slime's advice and traveled back down into my favorite mining cavern. Sure, it was the only mining cavern I'd been able to find so far, but that doesn't matter. Okay, let's gather some diamonds. Shouldn't be too hard, they're only really rare and valuable. I used my special robot vision to scan for diamonds, but I spotted something way stinkier and undead instead. A zombified fungus thrower was lurking in the dark. When it spotted me, it threw some fungus at me. Yuck! The stench was so bad, it poisoned me. I dodged by warping out of the way and shot a laser beam at the zombified fungus thrower, vaporizing it. Awesome! Hey, look what it was guarding. Diamonds and a bunch of iron. I dug up enough diamonds to craft a diamond pickaxe and a diamond sword. And with the iron, I was able to make a full set of armor. With this new gear, I'm definitely feeling stronger and tougher than ever. From day 63 to day 66, I was feeling really upset about Willie being kidnapped. I wish robot land sharks could cry. I really want to right about now, but I guess the water would rust my metal exterior, so I'll just have to find another way to express my emotions. I took a look at the statue that Willie had been building for me. I'm going to get you back, Willie. You're going to finish the statue. We'll finish it together. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any amazing Zozo videos. From day 67 to day 70, I set off toward the eroded Badlands on a mission to rescue Willie. I've got to find Dr. Evilson's secret laboratory, and fast. Oh, hey, there it is. I guess it's not that secret. Good news for me, though. I approached the entrance to the lab and spotted a huge armored pillager stationed out front. Looks like he's guarding the place. I don't think I can sneak past him, especially with how big I've gotten, so I'll have to fight my way inside.
Hey, you. The robot talking to himself. You're not supposed to be here.
Uh-oh, he spotted me. I fired a laser at the armored pillager, but he dodged. It was okay though, I had another plan. I walked over to him, drawing my new diamond sword, and attacked. With just a few swipes of my sword, I won the battle. Hold on, Willie, I'm coming. From day 71 to day 74, I entered Dr. Evilson's laboratory base. I just need to find the dungeon, or the jail, or wherever he keeps his kidnapped test subjects.
How about I take you there myself? As a prisoner of the great doctor.
How'd you sneak up on me like that?
I tiptoed. Now stop asking questions. You can come with me willingly, or I can take you there in pieces.
Third option, I kick your geomancing butt.
How dare you? I don't geomance with my butt.
While he was getting mad at me about the specifics of geomancing, I warped behind him and attacked with my sword.
Hey, that's not fair.
You guys tried to destroy my home and kidnapped my friend. I think I'm allowed to do a sneak attack. He tried to attack me, but I dodged and slashed him with my sword again. That successful hit was enough to take him down, and I won the fight. Okay, which way should I go now? Before I left the room, I spotted a chest sitting in the corner. I opened it and found a full set of diamond armor inside. Lucky me! Can I wear armor over a metal body? Let's see. I can! Sweet! Okay, let's go! From day 75 to day 78, I followed the path through the secret laboratory until I found a room labeled Test Subjects, Kidnapped. This must be it. I kicked in the door and ran inside. There, I saw Willie the Windcaller sitting in a prison cell.
Zozo, the winds of fate brought you to rescue me.
No, my fins brought me here to rescue you. But the end result is pretty much the same, I guess. Where's the key? I need to get you out of that cell.
Dr. Evilson took it with him. Is there any way you could break me out of here without it?
I can try. I was about to shoot a laser at the bars of the cell when Dr. Evilson came stomping into the room.
Ah, Zozo! I see you've decided to join us. Are you here to stay, or are you still allowing foolish bugs in your system, like friendship and heroism, to interfere with your purpose?
The second one, except they're not bugs. They're convictions and beliefs.
Ah, tomato.
Give me the key, Evilson.
Heh, you'll have to take it from me.
Okay. I warped behind Dr. Evilson and snatched the key away from him before he could stop me. Then, I fired a laser at him to distract him while I unlocked the cell, freeing Willie. Quick, let's get out of here.
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
What? Huh?
Run!
Together, Willie and I ran out of there as fast as we could.
This isn't over, Zozo!
From day 79 to day 84, while Willie and I were traveling back home to the safety of our base, Dr. Evilson was hard at work in his secret laboratory, the smaller, even more secret lab inside of his main secret lab.
I hoped to develop this more before testing it on myself. Maybe try it on some unwilling test subjects first, but I'm running out of time. I must bring Zozo into my custody in order to harness his power. So, I'll have to try it now and hope for the best. This specially engineered golden apple should render me incredibly strong and dangerous in combat. Let's see.
He devoured the enchanted steel apple and began to transform. He grew taller, wider, stronger.
This is exactly as I designed, Zozo. Soon you will embrace your true purpose, whether you like it or not.
From day 85 to day 89, Willie and I made it back to our base.
My statue! Is it alright? Or did those horrible armored pillagers damage it?
No, it's okay. Nothing happened to the statue.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. I almost forgot. I hid this away for you when Dr. Evilson's minions came. Let me get it for you now. Here. It's a fire aspect enchantment. You can enchant your sword and use it to set enemies ablaze.
Incredible! Thank you so much!
Anytime. You go ahead and try that out. I'll go finish up that statue. I've been looking forward to it ever since I was kidnapped.
I enchanted my diamond sword with the fire aspect enchantment and the chestplate with the projectile protection I had from before. Then went to see how Willie's statue turned out. Wow, I can finally tell what it is. It's a fish!
It is. I know you're a land shark, but also a robot. But I thought you might want to have a little bit of the ocean here with us anyway.
I do! I love it! But even this amazing fish can't distract me from the dangerous battle up ahead. What can I do to make sure I defeat Dr. Evilson?
Well, I've heard there's a potion of power hidden in the Dover Mountains, in a cave. I suggest you go and find it before you face Dr. Evilson again.
From day 90 to day 94, I traveled to the Dover Mountains to look for the potion of power. Hey, here's a cave. I wonder if it's the right one.
Hey, you can't be in here. This is where the potion of power is hidden.
That answers my question. Stand down, armored pillager. I need that potion. I rushed at the armored pillager, slashing at him with my freshly enchanted diamond sword and burning him to a crisp. Then I opened the chest and grabbed the potion. This is great! I'll take it with me and save it for just the right moment. When I need it the most, I'll drink it. I just hope potions work on robots. From day 95 to day 97, I returned to my base for the final preparations before my battle. I've got the enchanted sword, the potion of power. Now what?
Hey, does Zozo live around here? I've got something for him.
Stanley conjured slime. What are you doing here?
I know you collected on that favor already, but I found something that'll help you out. And I'm a generous kind of slime fella. Say hello to my little friend. And by friend, I mean this full set of netherite armor.
This is amazing! Thank you! Hey, do you need a place to stay? You're welcome to move in here.
I could use a nice new place to live. Sounds great to me. Bada bing, bada boom.
On day 98, I spent some time at my base, getting ready for my final battle. I felt like I needed to take a breath of fresh air, so I climbed to the top of my lighthouse tower. Only 2 more days until Dr. Evilson tries to take me apart and reprogram me. I can't let that happen. I just can't. I won't become something evil, no matter what. I know that I was meant to be a hero because I'm deciding to be one. And if you want to see more of my journeys as a hero, you can find more videos by searching Zozo. And make sure to leave a comment about who you want to see next. That might be my next adventure. On day 99, I traveled to the eroded Badlands to finally confront the evil scientist who tried to make me a monster. I'm more than what he wanted me to be. I'll show him and I'll save everyone. As I approach reached the entrance to his evil laboratory, I felt my legs lock up. Uh-oh, is that some kind of mechanical failure? No, my system is fine. Oh, I think I'm just scared. I need a little extra confidence boost. Right, I've got that potion of power. I grabbed the potion of power and drank it in one big gulp. I feel better already. I feel powerful. I could feel the potion's magic coursing through my circuits, making me bigger and stronger than ever before. My heart's increased to 100. I feel amazing, so amazing, I could just scream. So I will. I let out a warden shriek. Whoa, that's a new one. Okay, let's get going. I've got an ultimate battle for good to win. I entered and heard some sounds coming from the distance. I approached the door and kicked it open. Inside, I found Evilson giving a lecture on science.
Zero. I knew you'd come here.
That's not my name. My name is Zozo. I fired a laser at him, then warped behind him for a sneak attack with my sword.
Impressive. You really are the ultimate fighting machine. I designed you well.
You don't get to take credit for me. I am what I am because of who I am, because of what matters to me and the people who care about me. I have nothing to do with you anymore. You may have created me, but I define who I am. He rushed at me and I dodged his attack by warping to the other side of the room.
That's absurd. I'll have to reprogram you and remove whatever bugs are making you spout such nonsense.
You won't get the chance. I unleashed my warden shriek, knocking him backwards. When he was down, I attacked again and finished the battle. No more evil science for you. I'll never be your experiment again. On day 100, I traveled back to my base where my friends were waiting for me. They all waited for me in front of our base. Ah, you guys.
If you're back in one piece, that must mean you won! Yay! Congratulations! Unless you weren't reprogrammed to be evil, were you? You have to tell me if you're evil, otherwise it's entrapment.
Nope, I'm still me. I defeated Dr. Evilson, so the only one in charge of my programming is me. Stan slithered over to chat with me too.
Hey, forget about it! By which I mean, no one's ever gonna forget what a great thing you did today, Zozo. Put her there. By which I mean, give me a hug, big guy.
I know Dr. Evilson won't bother any of us anymore, but would both of you maybe still want to live here with me?
You know it, buddy.
Well, let's celebrate my newfound freedom with a great big party.
Why the heck not? I'll bake a cake and Robot Land Sharks eat cake.
I'm not sure, but I'm definitely gonna try.